Welcome to Geometry for AP. Today we're going to talk about inequalities in two triangles. So if you would please go ahead and copy down the essentials of question and the title of this unit. We're going to be looking at triangles that have two pairs of congruent sides. There's a relationship between the included angle and the third pair of sides. All right. So we have the hinge theorem. Some refer to it as a side angle side inequality and side inequality. I'm going to just use the word the hinge theorem. So make sure you know the hinge theorem and the converse of the hinge theorem. So highlight those. What this says is that if you have this side and this side congruent and you have two pairs of sides congruent, okay, and let's say this angle is, say, 50 degrees and this angle is 20 degrees, then the side across from this one, BC, will be bigger than the side across from the other one, which will be YZ. And so therefore we get this theorem. If you have this information, then this is true. And then we have the reverse of that's true. If I know this is, say, 12 and this is 5, then I know angle A is going to have to be bigger than angle X because the side across from them is larger. Okay, and this is a comparison across two triangles, not like one triangle before. Okay, so if we look at this, it says, which of the following statements must be true? So pause the video, try these questions, and let's see what you got. All right, so if you didn't do so well, let's look at the plan. How do you apply the hinge theorem here? You know, after you identify the angles in between the pairs of congruent sides, locate the sides opposite those. So if I look at this, and I look at the information here, this angle goes with this angle goes with this side because we have the two pairs of congruent sides. So which is bigger, the 90 or the 70? And if you say the 90 is bigger, then the side across the 90 was the SK. Side across from the 70 was the YU. So then the SK must be bigger. So therefore, SK is bigger than YU, so C is our correct answer. And just so you can see here, we can run through the explanation. You can pause and watch. Oh, I'm sorry, I did the wrong one there, didn't I? I said SK is greater than YU. Well, let's see. It's easy to make a mistake. There's the correct one. All right, so let's see if we can apply it some more. Okay. So using the converse of the hinge theorem. All right. So this is the algebraic process of running through this. So it says, what is the possible ranges for the x value? Okay, and so these are angles. Okay, and if we look at these angles, we have only two sides congruent here. Remember that we can use a reflexive side to bring the second side in. And so now we're looking at this angle and this angle. All right, and across from them are these sides. All right, and so since the 15 is bigger than the 10, the 60-degree angle must be bigger than the 5x minus 20. And so we can use that to write an inequality, and so therefore we get this inequality. The angle RUS must be bigger than angle TUS. And so 60 is greater than 5x, add 20 both sides, divide by 5, and so x must be less than 16. Okay, but x doesn't go on forever to the negative. There is a stopping point. So what's the smallest angle possible in a triangle? You have to have something greater than 0. So we have a lower limit. And so if we look at the lower limit here, angle TUS must be bigger than 0. And so 5x minus 20 is greater than 0. Add 20 both sides. Divide by 5, and x got to be greater than 4. So we got x got to be greater than 4, but x has to be less than 16. So we get this inequality. X is greater than 4, but less than 16. So you'll want to write your answers just like this. Now, not every problem has a lower and an upper level limit, especially if you're looking at sides. You can have an upper limit that goes on forever. But angles have an upper limit. Your upper limit for angles is angles have to be less. So I better use a word here instead of the symbol. Angles have to be greater than 0. That's a lower limit. Angles have to be less than 180. They can't go above 180. Now sides, they gotta be greater than 0, but sides can go up forever for now because we don't have any number values. Okay, so we'll just go with that. All right. All right, so let's pause this and let's do these in our notes. so we can check those the next day. All right, once you've got those tried, if you have any problems, make sure you ask class. All right, here's two more to ask. So work on these, pause the video, and we'll see how you do. Okay, now that you've had a chance to work on these for a minute, let's see how you did with the answers. If you did get these answers, you might want to ask when you come to class to see an explanation. Okay, and so yeah, an inequality, x got to be greater than 6 but less than 38. Real, and x can be greater than 6 but less than 24. Okay, so read this question, pause the video, read this question, copy this question out, and we'll talk about this one. Okay, so let's see how you did. The correct answer is actually this one, J, AD. So if you're not sure how to do this, here's what you need to do. First thing I want you to do is I want you to take triangle ABD, which is this triangle right here in red. All right, this one. And I want you to list the sides from small to large, not the angles, but the sides. And then I want you to do the same thing for the blue triangle. List the sides from smallest to largest. Okay? So once you have that done, we have these two pieces of information. All right? So here's what I want you to see. All right, this is from smallest to largest. This is from smallest to largest. Inside BD is the largest in the blue triangle, but is the smallest one. So if I shift this over a little bit, you can say small, big, bigger. BD is the biggest there, then it goes bigger and even bigger. So therefore, AD is our largest side out of both triangles. So you have to list each one separately, look for the overlap, and then you can determine which is the biggest one. Okay, so that's how we do that question. And that was our last example, and we'll see you in class. Remember that if you didn't get these notes right, then you'll want to check back with me in class and go over these things.